ticks, the 6 times Olympic champion, the reigning world champion. But she has had her problems this year. There's the full lineup. Chambers, Little, Diamond for Great Britain goes in 3. Then Noveline Williams-Mills, the 35-year-old but very, very consistent Jamaican. Let's have a look at them from the outside. Gloria Gay, the European Championship silver medalist from last year, the reigning European indoor champion. 4th in Rome and 5th in Paris last week. A little below par, that one, ironically, for the French in Paris, 52.3. There is Courtney Okolo, 8th in the US Championships. Season's best last Tuesday, though, of 50.41. She's in good form. Natasha Hastings, 4th in Rio, just outside the medals at the Olympic Games. She's had a good, consistent season, though, 2nd in Shanghai, 1st in Rome, but 4th in the US Championships. She will be in the relay. In fact, the wild card will be for Felix, of course, as a reigning world champion. So Natasha Hastings will run individually here in London in a few weeks' time. Hastings 7, Felix in 6. Shericka Jackson here, the Olympic bronze medalist, goes in 5. World Championship bronze medalist as well from 2 years ago. She's the Jamaican champion from a couple of weeks back. Noveline Williams-Mills, the 35-year-old I mentioned, World Championship bronze medalist back in 2007, 4th in 2009. She's really done it over the years, produced the goods again and again in those Jamaican colours. Emily Diamond goes in lane 3, 2nd in the UK Championship last week. Season best of 51.85, close to her lifetime best. Shamir Little, well, she's better known as a 400-metre hurdler, Little. This will be very interesting. 2nd in the World Championships at 400 hurdles in 2015. She's number 9 all-time at the hurdles. I can't remember having ever seen her in a flat 400 before the American. She goes in 2. And then Verone Chambers goes in lane 1, 7th in the Jamaican Championship. Pretty poor recent form, frankly. It was much better in April and May, but it's tailed off a little bit in recent weeks. She was 7th in Kingston, Jamaica, in front of a home crowd in 53.2 a few weeks back, and then 8th in a meeting near Budapest last week in 54.06. But Williams-Mills, well, 5th in the Olympic Games in this stadium back in 2012. The winner in Paris last week in 51.03. 3rd in the Jamaican Championships back in late June in a season's best of 50.14, but she is a 49.6 performer at her best. So Williams-Mills in 4, Shericka Jackson in 5, the Rio Olympic bronze medalist. Allyson Felix, the reigning world champion, goes in 6. Natasha Hastings goes in 7.
Set.
And where they go, how will Hastings run this one? She often goes out very aggressively indeed. She's 3rd to left at the moment with the long blonde hair. Inside her, Allyson Felix has gone off very quickly. Aggressive running from Felix, 4th from left over the first 150 with those long dark socks. She's been gradually reeled in now by Shericka Jackson, who's accelerated down the back straight, but I would say that Felix leads going through 200 metres. She's taken this one pretty aggressively. Courtney Okolo, left of picture in lane 8, has run a good first 250 as well, but Felix, with that long stride of hers, remember she's a 3-time world champion at 200 metres, but she lasts so well down the home straight, enters the home straight with about a 2-metre lead. Good running from Shamir Little on the inside in 2. Shamir Little with the strength of 400-metre hurdler coming at these athletes, but look at Felix striding away. This is Allyson Felix getting close to her best. Wins in 49.66 from Allyson Felix. That is the quickest time in the world this year, and a big, big win. Very comfortable win from the world champion. We've seen so little of her this year. Remember, she was well beaten in 5th place over 200 metres in Eugene at the Diamond League, some 6 or 7 weeks ago. But that from Allyson Felix shows what good work she's been putting in recently. And the reigning world champion at 400 metres looks in perfect fettle. She's timed this peak to perfection, 49.65 in fact, quickest time in the world this year, and a stout defence of that 400 title is likely now.
Well, I must say that was a very impressive first 200 metres. From 2 to 3, Felix looked in control, and then her transition into the home straight is great. And with Courtney Okolo running quite well from the outside, getting the 2nd place, 50.29. And Little, as you said, the hurdler, just out over the 400-metre flat, getting into 3rd place. But that was a dominant run indeed by Allyson Felix. You're quite right, 6 times an Olympic champion, 200, 4x1, 4x4, 9 times a world champion. She has a pedigree of, well, you don't see that too often. She really has been around a long time now. She's 31, and still, look how dominant she is here in this 400 metres. Perfect piece of running and well under 50 seconds. She looks good again. A real threat in the World Championships, I would think, Tim.
Well, I can't see anybody beating her, frankly, on that sort of form. She looks as though she's got a little bit in hand, too. Not out of breath, is she there? Okola, 50.29, a season's best in second. Shamir Little, a big personal best, 50.4 for the specialist 400 hurdler in third place. Well, there it is. A world lead for Allyson Felix, perhaps the performance of the day so far. 49.65 in the 400. Okola and Little making it a US 1-2-3.